I looked at what actually happened to housing markets in cities that went through exactly what Central New York is about to go through. And the data is eye-opening. So instead of just talking about what might happen to our market because of Micron, I want to show you exactly what happened to other housing markets that went through similar major economic developments, because the data tells a really compelling story. Let me walk you through a few examples. Austin, Texas. When major tech companies started relocating and expanding in Austin in the early 2010s, the median home price was around $200,000. By the early 2020s, that number had more than doubled. People who owned homes in Austin before that wave of economic development built extraordinary equity. People who waited paid dramatically more. Columbus, Ohio. When Intel announced a major semiconductor manufacturing facility in Columbus in 2022, sound familiar? The local real estate market responded almost immediately. Analysis reported increased buyer interest, rising home values in surrounding communities, and a surge in investor activity within months of the announcement. Not years, months. Research Triangle Park, North Carolina. This is the comparison that keeps coming up when people talk about Central New York. When the Research Triangle became a major technology and research hub decades ago, the surrounding housing market transformed completely. What was once an affordable, overlooked region became one of the most desirable and expensive markets in the Southeast. The people who have owned property there before the transformation, they won significantly. Boise, Idaho. When remote work and company relocations brought an influx of new residents and jobs to Boise, a market that was previously very affordable, home values increased by over 40% in just a few years. Longtime homeowners saw their net worth jump dramatically almost overnight. Now, what do all of these have in common? Major economic catalysts, significant job creation, influx of new residents, and a housing market that was not prepared for the demand that followed. Central New York right now has all the same ingredients. Micron is investing up to $100 billion in Clay, New York, up to 9,000 direct jobs, tens of thousands of indirect jobs, a federally supported semiconductor hub that is already attracting supplier companies and research partnerships. The difference between Central New York and those other markets is that we are still at the very beginning of the story. The development is underway, but the full demand has not hit yet. Home prices are still accessible, inventory is still available. The windows that buyers and investors in Austin, Columbus, and Research Triangle had before the wave, that window exists right now in Central New York. I am not making predictions. I am showing you patterns that have repeated themselves in market after market after market, and those patterns are pointing directly at our backyard. If you want to talk about what this means for your specific situation, whether you are a homeowner, a buyer, or someone thinking about investing in this market, please reach out. This is the most important real estate conversation happening in Central New York right now, and I want to make sure that people in my community are informed and positioned to benefit from it.